Yeah, let's just start on that big third down catch. Keep that was a key drive going there late.
They called my play. I knew I got the coverage and the leverage I wanted against that DB, and just executed and made sure I didn't let that holding stop me from catching that ball.
Right. And just how did y'all, you came out, got the field goal, and got the ball back quick, got a touchdown. How important was that fast start yesterday?
It was great. Just we always want to put as many points on the board as we can. Coming back from last week, we obviously didn't score any points, so this week was paramount on just focusing on the details and all 11 playing together and scoring.
What was working from your vantage point throughout the game? 435 yards.
Just efficiency as an offense. We just locked in during the week on the details and make sure that we didn't make the same ones from last week this week.
Where do you sense things are now? 4 games in, early bye, get a little break, but then where do you sense this team is growing as y'all are going to be moving forward here?
It was great to get a win before the bye. Obviously, week 5 byes aren't the best, but it's all good. Going into it with a win. Just continuity will stay high. We'll definitely link together as offense during this as we can. And just go into the next week and get ready for prime time.
Yeah, clearly y'all put some things together yesterday. Matthew was saying, hey, now we got to be consistent with it. What's your vantage point on that?
Yeah, definitely. That's about the NFL. Got to be consistent, and if you're doing that, then we should be putting good wins on the board.
How do you feel like you've been playing this year? Just how would you rate your style of play, or just the way you've been doing it?
Just taking it up a notch each year. Trying to get better each year and honing in on the details for sure. Just playing fast as I can.
When you say take it up a notch, like in what way are you specifically, do you think, doing
just
that?
everywhere, on the field, off the field, run game, pass game, just out there thinking, am I seeing things on the field and execute.
That touchdown celebration, that seemed a little bit cathartic for you. You seemed like you had to get something off your chest.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I would say get off my chest, but it's just happy to score, and it just as an offense, being able to contribute in any way I can, and compete with the guys that are beside me.
Did you feel the need to prove something to people this year?
No, not to anybody else more than myself. It's my 5th year here. Got a quarterback, got a fresh start offense, and just ready to hoop.
What did you think you needed to prove to yourself?
Take it up from last year. Didn't really play the year that I wanted to last year, and just wanted to flush it and come back this year way better.
This, I guess, is a contract year for you. Is that something that you think? I mean, I would think clearly you think about it, but I don't know what you think about it.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think that's something at the end of the year, I'll maybe think about, but just playing games. It's about how I'm gonna contribute as much as I can, score as many touchdowns, and keep catching the ball and moving the ball forward.
Coming back from a knee injury like you had just a few years ago, does it feel like you're almost at a different level just in terms of your health this year compared to previous years?
Yeah, no, my knee is perfectly fine. I wouldn't say that's bothered me since I had the injury, but it's just that was just a little bump in the road.
You and Mike, have gotten pretty close. What were the conversations like last week between you and him after that game in Carolina?
Yeah, just like I told him, it sucks. It's going to happen in the NFL. You're not going to be perfect. It was unfortunate the way it happened, but shake it off, and we're going to come back new this week.
And what was his response to those chats?
I got you, and then he was just saying, he'll be better for us, and we'll also be better for him. And that's what I think we kind of showed this week.
Bijan has got a kind of a too good to be true vibe. Is there any dirt you can give us? I mean, does he park in handicap spaces or something? Can you give us anything?
His musical taste is subpar.
Okay. All right. Good. We can go down this road. What such as?
Some of his house music is good. But I mean, we'll be listening to like Rick Ross and Future, and then he'll put on like NWA. Just like, how do you switch the vibe that quick?
All right, this is good.
Yeah.
All right.
What's wrong with NWA?
It's nothing. It's just you got to keep the vibe going. You can't be high and then slow it down, or So.
Go from South Florida.
He's in
It's just a total different beats and all of that for sure.
He's an old soul, Bijan. He likes the no.
No, I'm not gonna give him that. I can't give him my old soul yet.
All good? That kind of cues like a really cheesy transition, but how do you keep the vibes high with the bye now after the win and making sure that you come back before Buffalo with the same energy and excitement?
Yes, it's great going into today. Obviously, Victory Monday is always great, best Mondays in football. But, we'll go into this bye, get healthy, and then, like you say, just, keep the energy high for when we get back and get ready for prime time.
This is earlier than you've had before in your career. Have you gotten different advice about how to attack this bye?
I think we had this my rookie year. Like when we came back from London, it was like a week 5 bye because around my birthday around the same time. So, you got to go 12 straight after this. So it's just paramount of, finding ways to keep the body at a premium.
What do you got going on during the bye? Any big plans?
I might go back to Gainesville, go see Florida versus Texas.
Okay.
So me and Bergeron will have may see him in the Albert helmet. And I might order the mascot here, so you never know.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a friendly bet kind of going?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
What's the other side?
Oh, I ain't gonna lose, so I ain't thinking about it. I ain't thinking about it.
Okay.
While we're talking music, who does control the music in the locker room? How does that work?
Jesse does a pretty good job. Mike Mike does a pretty good job. Kyle Hinton, terrible. No one will ever think Kyle Hinton is. I mean, I don't even want to get into it. His musical choices are just he's something similar. We'll be listening to one thing and he'll just take it to like over yonder or something.
So is it like a crowd-sourced type of thing, like on Spotify or something? Like the way
Yeah,
they do
we
that?
usually do like a mix or like a put it on shuffle and then people will just start touching stuff.
Cue stuff.
Yeah, and then next thing you know we listening. Who knows?
Who put on?
Yeah.
Who put on the most
Hey, come
random?
on now.
Like, who's putting like Morgan Wallen on or something like that? Who's putting like the?
Caleb used to really.
Yeah.
Caleb was
Yeah.
far left for sure. We would be chilling and then you would just start hearing like heavy metal. But it kind of grew on me after time. It kind of grew on me. But yeah, heavy metal is pretty different.
Yeah. What's your preference?
No. What's my preference?
What's
my preference?
What is your preference? Yeah.
I actually like listening to like old school R&B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could lift to Teddy Pendergrass. Most people can't do that. I don't always have to be high. High pace. That's just here.
Okay.
But in the off season, I'm doing lifting to slow music for sure.
Slow music. Like what? Give me an example. What?
Like some Anita Baker. Sweet Love. Listen to that. Listen on the way home. Sure.
Do you ever get to see anything that's happening on the field beyond what's right in front of your face? I mean, do you ever see his runs in game? Do you ever get it out of the corner of your eye?
I mean, I look it up on the big screen.
Afterwards?
Afterwards. I'm trying to figure out what was going on back there. But yeah, I mean, it's always very impressive. And what's cool about it, he's making us right, most of the time, and it's just great. And like I said, he's a great person to be blocking for. And him and Algier, I feel like Algier's flying under the radar, but he's done an amazing job, Sunday. So
how did it feel offensively as a total group Sunday? I mean,
Yeah.
I got to imagine that just felt like it was.
It felt great. Obviously the feeling we had the Sunday in Carolina,
Right.
that was not a good feeling at all. I mean, we walked off that field. It was nobody was proud of their performance. I don't think a single player on offense could say, "Oh yeah, like I played well. I did enough." We felt like we didn't do enough, and this week we had a goal and was to come out and just bounce back from that. And I think we did a good job, and it felt good. On the inside, just get rolling, getting the rhythm. Getting down the red zone, converting in the red zone, and just getting some points. And it's just I feel like it was a great feeling, and I feel everybody on offense kind of felt that through the energy.
Bergeron said that you guys had like another gear still that you guys can find.
Yeah.
How do you unlock that, and what is it?
I feel like it's just growing, like we're figuring stuff out in the run game as we go. It's never going to be perfect, but if we can, if we can like work on some stuff, I say maybe the backside of certain runs. If we can just work on some details, then maybe that 10 to 12 yard run can turn into 20, 25. You know what I'm saying? So we still got a lot of room to grow, and as a group, we always look at each other in the mirror and see what we can do better, and that's what we're doing. Even though it was a strong performance, there's always some stuff to clean up, and I felt like we could have got more out of that, and hopefully we can figure that stuff out for Buffalo.
What have you seen from Elijah just on the right
Yeah.
side? Of course, I mean he wasn't originally the guy, and then all of a sudden he was the
Yeah,
guy, and
yeah.
now you got Storm potentially on
Yeah.
the end. What have you seen from him, and then potentially what would that look like moving forward with Storm potentially back in the mix?
I mean, Elijah's done great. Being able to do what we do, running the football, being, efficient, and positive on the offense. I mean, Elijah's done a great job, and I'm super proud of him. And you know, he has this confidence about him, and yeah, he's just done a great job. So I'm very happy for him. He deserves it, and yeah, he's a good player.
How do you feel about you all moving forward? Had the good showing first game, big win, low win, then this one. How do y'all, after y'all get the break and digest all of that?
Yeah.
You know, what does that look like when y'all come back to play Buffalo?
Man, to be honest, I kind of wish we just played, you know, next
Right
Sunday.
now.
You know, just you know, keep going on that. You know, just building off what we did this past weekend. But we got to find a way to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main theme. We got to find a way to be consistent and be able to play at that level every weekend. You know, obviously there's gonna be some stuff to clean up, of course, but if we can bring that energy and play at that level, I think we'll be able to compete with, you know, any team.
Do you have an opinion one way or the other on the early bye week? I mean, does it feel too early? Does it feel like well timed? Does it matter?
I mean, you'll take it. You know, you got to take it. Do you need it? I mean, I kind of wish, you know, we kept going and just, you know, we're kind of in the groove right now in the rhythm. I kind of wish we kept going. By the end of the day, you know, it's on the schedule. You got to go through it, and we got to find a way to come back healthy, get some guys back, and hopefully, you know, go down to the bands and handle business 2 weeks from now.
You mentioned consistency, but
Yeah.
how do you unlock that? Is that something that you can control? Is it like
It's as a group. It's at you know, as a group, you just got to come together, and I feel like it's tough, right? You know, defense shows they show you a bunch of different stuff. By the end of the day, it's within yourself, it's within the offense. We got to find a way to be consistent, whether it's throughout the running game, the pass game. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But we're working towards that, and that's what we practice every week, and that's why the intensity at practice has been so high, because we knew that, you know, Carolina, that wasn't us, that wasn't our identity on offense. And we're trying to find a way to build off what we did against the Commanders and, you know, get better.